Hello everybody and welcome back to Thom Talks Stuff. I'm Gleeman Thom back here with another reaction video for you. Today we're actually going to be watching a Miss Mojo video, which is kind of like Watch Mojo's little sister video channel? Anyways, today we're going to be watching Top 10 Craziest Harry Potter Details You Missed. And what we're going to figure out is if I know these details or I don't, because I claim I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. So when I come across videos like this, and if I don't know the details, I'm actually kind of upset at myself. So let's not go too long here. Without further ado, let's just click into this video and see if I know or if I don't. And I should be ashamed. Ashamed. Alright, without further ado, let's go. And play.
Only the most diehard fans will have noticed these subtle hints.
What's going on here? Come on, make way, make way.
Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 craziest Harry Potter details.
Let's see if I can do it.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to
I'm
subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get
Miss
notified
Mojo
about
and
our
Watch
latest
Mojo.
videos. For this list, we're looking at some of the most surprising bits of foreshadowing that even the biggest Harry Potter fans may not have caught on to.
Foreshadowing.
We can't say for sure whether every single one of these was intentionally written in by J.K. Rowling, but considering her masterful storytelling skills,
she is
we'd be
really good.
surprised if they were simply coincidences. Keep in mind that many of these subtleties didn't make it into the film.
Okay.
Also, we're issuing a spoiler alert.
Yep, anyone else who hasn't seen all the movies?
Number 10, Myrtle's murderer.
Tom Riddle in the Basilisk, right?
To ask you how you died.
In Chamber of Secrets, Harry, Ron, and Hermione are working to solve the mystery of what is petrifying their fellow students at Hogwarts. Along the way, they come across something curious in the trophy room, an award with Tom Riddle's name on it, which he won for services to the school.
Turning in Hagrid.
Hypothesizing about what this could mean, Ron jokes that maybe he was the one who killed Moaning Myrtle, and says that would have done everyone a favor.
Sure! Let's all throw books at Myrtle because she can't see it. 10 points if you get it through her stomach. 50 points if it goes through her head.
In the end, though,
it does kind of sound like
what
a fun
happened,
game.
because Tom Riddle was the one who opened the Chamber of Secrets. We're pretty sure that's not what the award was for, though.
I realized it was a boy speaking, so I unlocked the door to tell him to go.
I always thought it was Tom's voice she was hearing. Why would she hear the
Number
voice?
9, correspondence confusion.
Take my arm. Do as I say.
In the 6th book, Albus Dumbledore comes to Number 4 Privet Drive to collect Harry.
I love
the
that
summer.
part of the book.
While there, he of course makes the Dursleys very
He actually gets a little
but also drops a
pissy
hint
at
to
the
something readers
Dursleys.
wouldn't learn more about until the final book. When he sees Petunia, he says, quote, "We have corresponded, of course," which could have simply referred to a house.
No, he's talking about the letters she sent when she was a little girl if she could go to
That
Hogwarts.
Petunia wrote to Hogwarts when she was a child, disappointed that her sister was offered admission when she was not.
I'm gonna tell Mummy. You're a freak.
Number 8. Who broke the vanishing cabinet?
The object that Draco is so interested in is a vanishing cabinet.
A vanishing cabinet.
Much of the 6th book revolves around Harry's attempts to prove
the cabinet broke when the Weasleys pushed the Slytherin captain in, and he kind of got half stuck. I don't remember his name, though.
Into the school. Several books earlier, when Harry is having a confrontation with Filch, he hears Peeves the Poltergeist drop a large cabinet above the caretaker's office. Perhaps these two cabinets are one.
No, I think no, because the parents had to come. That was in the 5th book. The parents had to come and they were pissed, and Umbridge had to go out and meet them, right?
Number 7. Snape's last words.
Hide her. Hide them all. I beg you.
Longtime fans of the series probably recall the fact that for many years before the final book was published, J.K. Rowling hinted that there would be an important meaning behind the fact that Harry had his mother's eyes. This finally came to fruition in the final chapters of Deathly Hallows, when with his dying breaths, Snape says to Harry, "Look at me."
Look at me.
Only later do we find out about Snape's feelings for Harry's mother Lily, when Harry delves into the professor's memories. Rowling never explicitly spells this one out, but you can assume that Snape wanted the last thing he saw to be the eyes of the woman he loved.
You have your mother's eyes.
Not in the movies.
Number 6. Snowball Fight.
What is this one about? What foreshadowing or...
This delightful Easter egg must have been intentionally written in by the author. During the winter of Harry's first year at Hogwarts, he watched Fred and George Weasley be
bounce off Voldemort's head.
Twirl around, and bounce off the back of his turban. Of course, at the end of the first book, we learn that Lord Voldemort has partially
Fred and George were bouncing
and his face is
snowballs off the back of the Dark Lord's head.
We can only imagine the laugh J.K. Rowling had to herself when imagining snowballs hitting Voldemort right in the face.
Harry!
Bloody hell, Harry.
Number 5. The Gleam of Triumph.
I put you in terrible
Gleam
danger
of
this
Triumph.
year, Harry. I'm sorry.
At the end of the Goblet of Fire, when Harry has just escaped his encounter with Voldemort in the graveyard, he's discussing his experience with Dumbledore when something curious happens. Harry notices a gleam of something like triumph in the headmaster's eyes. Considering readers had to wait 3 years for the next book to come out, they had plenty of time to speculate about this oh-so-subtle hint. It was only in the final novel, though, that this was finally clarified, because Voldemort using Harry's blood for his resurrection meant that he would never be able to kill him. Number 4. The Three Brothers.
There were once 3 brothers who were traveling.
What's a hidden detail about the Three Brothers?
At twilight.
In Deathly Hallows,
The fact that they're the
Harry learns
Peverils?
of the tale of the 3 brothers. The brother who chose the Elder Wand wanted power. The brother who chose the Resurrection Stone longed for his lost love. And the brother who chose the Invisibility Cloak greeted death like an old friend. These characters are mirrored by 3 of the major players in the Harry Potter books: Voldemort, Snape, and Harry himself. Voldemort wanted power, Snape loved and lamented the loss of Lily, and in the end, Harry showed that he was not afraid of death, who, by the way, may be the part Dumbledore plays in all this.
He then greeted death as an old friend.
Number 3. A Horcrux hint.
I am Professor Trelawney. Together we shall cast ourselves into
She's
the
so
future.
ridiculous.
This is one of those tiny details that could possibly be a coincidence, or could be a well-buried hint from J.K. Rowling. Professor Trelawney is making predictions about Harry, and hazards a guess that he was born in midwinter. This is, of course, wrong, because his birthday is July 31st. Readers could just take
So
this
is
as one of
Rowling's.
the many examples of Trelawney being a bit of a crackpot.
Have I said something?
Interestingly, though, Voldemort's birthday is December 31st,
Huh.
which is midwinter. And in Deathly Hallows, we find out that a part of Voldemort has always been within Harry. Could it be that she was sensing someone else's birthday?
With Trelawney, it was a lucky coincidence.
You have the grim.
Number 2. Plausible predictions.
If you ask me, divination's a very woolly discipline.
While trying to get through their divination homework in Goblet of Fire, Harry and Ron put in the least amount of effort possible by making up
I want
wildly
to see
bold
Ron's
predictions,
face fall right
all
there.
of which involve horrible things happening to Harry. The thing is, though, as the story unfolds, all of these things come to pass. They say he will be in danger of burns, which corresponds to the first task of the Triwizard Tournament, that he will lose a treasured possession, which corresponds to the second, and that he will come off worse in a fight, which is essentially what happens
I
when he
didn't
encounters
think about
Voldemort
that
in the
one. That's
graveyard.
very good.
Are your
Very,
minds
very,
blown?
very good. I didn't think about that one at all. That's so good. That one is worth thinking about.
Number 1. Unlucky 13.
Innocent blood shall be spilt, and servants and masters
Unlucky 13, isn't that during the Christmas feast when the first person that got up freaked out?
Won't sit down for dinner, because that would make a group of 13, which would mean the first person to rise from the table would die. Everyone dismisses her folly, but in actuality there already were 13 people around the table if you count Peter Pettigrew disguised as Ron's rat scabbers. Dumbledore was the first to rise, and also the first of the group to die. In Book 5, there
Several
are 13
years
people
later.
dying together when Sirius is the first to rise, which foreshadows
Oh.
his untimely death.
That's good too. That's good too. Not that. I have Sirius's wand, by the way. Yes. Isn't it nice? It's got all these cool grooves.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from Ms. Mojo and subscribe for new videos every day.
Well, that's it. Well, I knew most of them, but those last couple were actually really got me thinking. That was a lot of fun. Yeah. Alright. So, yeah, I knew most of that. Now, the plausible predictions. The fact that all of their fake Dream Diary stuff from the third year went into the fourth year was actually a really fascinating discovery. That I have to give to them. I'd never thought about that before, and now I'm going to be thinking about that for a while. A while. Also, the Rule of 13. Now, I remember Trelawney talking about that during Christmas in the third book. But I didn't really think much of it. But yeah, I think not counting everything, Dumbledore was the first to rise. He didn't die for a while later. So I'm not sure if you can count that at the moment. But Sirius Black, on the other hand, sitting at a table of 13 and rising and being the first of them to die. Now that is interesting. I'd never considered that before. So, there were things I didn't know, and that's always fun to discover. So, if you enjoyed this video, please like, possibly subscribe. I could really use the support. Also, go over and I can speak words. Go over to subscribe to Miss Mojo if you haven't. If you like Watch Mojo, you'll like Miss Mojo. A lot of their videos are on female topics a lot, but then they have these in there, which are fascinating and fun to watch. If there's anything else you want me to react to, put that in the comments below. Tell me your thoughts on this video in the comments below, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are, morning, afternoon, or evening. Take care. Peace out. Bye.